It is showtime. All signals are pointing higher. I have done a similar video last year and I was gold right. I will tell you how I have made so much money in the last couple years and how you can do it too. It comes down to understanding the system and the liquidity behind it. I have brought you a lot of different slides and we will go through all of them. We're going to cover everything to keep you up to date, to let you understand what is really going on. And with that said, welcome back to the easiest way out in crypto. Why working alone is not enough. The system is really scamming you. It is slaving you in the worst possible way. If you look here at the US wages divided by the S&P 500, you can see that there's only one way and it's down. All the people are working, they get ripped off every day. This results into a global wealth distribution that looks like this. The rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. Why is that? Because the wages only grow with the gross domestic product, the GDP. But the markets, they grow with liquidity. Liquidity is getting expanded. Why? Because the government has a big spending problem. They spend money which they don't have, but they can use the printing press and they love to do it. And that is, of course, a problem for everybody who is working for money. That is a big problem. You need to get at least $1 million to get into this 1%. And then life starts to get easy because your money works much harder than you can do with any labor out there. And the projected government debt spending compared to the GDP, which is only growing at 4%, and the government spending debt is growing at 6%. This hole needs to get stuffed, and it's gonna get stuffed, of course, with printing money. It's an ugly reality we live in, however, we have to accept it. We don't make the rules, we can only adapt to it. And by adapting to the rules, you have to understand that capital is the most important thing in life. You need to get a big stack of capital, and my easiest way to accumulate that big stack is Pzen. Yes, it has a massive potential to grow, and there is a massive explosion coming when the time is right. We're waiting for this time now, yes, and it pays great rewards, 16% APY, but I think there is also a very explosive growth towards a penny or towards 10 cents, where you can multiply your money within a short period of time, especially with the liquidity being expanded. As you can see here, especially China has expanded the liquidity absolutely massively, and the global M2 only knows one way, that is up. And the market has to price that in. Of course, people don't like to lose money sitting in cash, so what do? They go into risk assets. Here is a very interesting comparison from the S&P 500 going into the .com bubble. Right now we are at a very similar point in time. It's not .com this time, but it is AI. And AI has, I think all of you can agree on that, will have a similar impact on our lives as the internet, if not even bigger. This is what we are running in right now. As you can see here, the federal funds rate was cutted into a rising stock market. Into the .com bubble, the Fed cut the rates, and then later rapidly increased it again, which led to the bubble pop of the dot-com bubble. Right now you can see here the same. The Fed is lowering rates, and this is the projected rate. As you can see, right around this time this year, the Fed is cutting rates into a rising stock market, into the next everything bubble, adding more fuel to the fire. This is what I believe. It is far from over, and we will see here in the very near future massive explosions, especially in the high-risk crypto asset. Coins like Pzen, which are overlooked, will have their moments to shine. Looking at the Bitcoin core risk indicator, we can see here that we haven't even touched the high risk, where usually was the top. Haven't even touched it this time. So I think we have a lot of room still to grow, even though it feels like super extended and super boring. But with all of the liquidity printing right now and the AI bubble on the verge, I think the market is really due for a massive speculation this time and overvaluation in all assets. Here you can see the seasonality is also extremely bullish. Of course, the October times, as you can see here, Bitcoin seasonality, it is going up massively towards the fall. As always, this pattern repeats basically every year. And the change in annual debt roll, as you can see here, 2026, 2027, 2028, astonishing amounts of debt have to get refinanced. And this is what the current markets are pricing in. Taking a look at the ISM, which is the industrial index, we can see here that there is correlation between the financial condition index and the ISM. And the ISM is going to go up. That means that the economy will boom in the next couple months till next year. And this, of course, increases the spending power of all consumers, increases the spending power of retail. It will boom. We can see it here clearly in the charts. And as you can see here, every time the ISM goes above 60, here was the top for Bitcoin and cryptos also here in 2017. We have seen it, and we will likely see it again. Maybe the cycle ends towards the end of this year or towards early 2026. But this right now is not the time to sell. And also very interesting, if we take a look at the ISM compared to Bitcoin dominance, we can see that the ISM will go up, which means that the Bitcoin dominance here in percentage converted will go down. And this is a very, very bullish for the altcoins. And as this is all a cyclical game, you can see that the global liquidity is about to peak here somewhere 2026 or something. But the risk assets, they all have a lag, and so they still have to do their move. They still need to do their move. We haven't seen it yet. And all of the liquidity expansion, it goes cyclical. As you can see here, it's up and down. Currently we are at a parabolic rise to the upside again. The liquidity is expanded like never before. That's why we are currently seeing everything at the all-time highs, except the altcoins, which are usually the last ones to pump. But if they pump, you're sitting on a golden goose. I'm telling you. That's why it's, in my opinion, so important to not lose faith, especially not in Pzen. We are taking a look at the Pzen price now here together, and you will see it's a massive opportunity if you're sidelined or still underexposed. Looking at this is the Pzen price. We have seen here since the inception of this coin, it's been up and down, it's been chopping around in a range. Right now we have the opportunity to buy a 70% correction. We've almost reached your new all-time highs. So this chart, it will reverse. It will reverse, and you're looking here at a easy 4x your money towards the new all-time high. It is super simple, just buy. And this is the Pzen price measured in Rep PLS, and you can see that we have formed here a series of higher lows And we have built a new all-time high against Pulse in the summer, which is just a couple months ago. And from there on, we corrected the move, also about 66% again. And this will also very likely here go straight back up again. Towards the end of the year, we will see massive explosions. I fully believe that with all my heart. This is the time to buckle up, to take position. I mean, if you have the faith to buy here, I can already congratulate you, because the lower the price, the less risky it is to buy. Pzen has always recovered and has always went back up. It's like a range. It goes up. It is going to bounce from here. And if you take the faith today, just click right under this video, into the video description, click on the link how to buy Pzen. It will guide you to this page. You click on PulseX My Pinetra Cloud. You connect your MetaMask. You also copy the contract address and then you just paste in it. Right now I'm using still a different account, but next video we will for sure check how much the PIF has paid us in the last couple times. And with that said, I hope you have a great day today. Take a look at these prices. Think of yourself, is it worth a buy here? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Easy way out.